Hello everybody, GooseGames here, the owner of LoveChirp Entertainment. Now, before you comment, I do ask that you watch this entire video, as I don't want to see comments asking for things that are already being addressed in this video. If you do have genuine questions though, feel free to ask them. Anyway, you may have seen the recent community post, but if not, I'll give you a summary. Basically, Charqool has left the internet after terrible things happened recently. I won't go into detail on it as Charqool and I have already made separate posts about it, and I don't want to talk about what happened since Charqool would like for it to stay private. Because of this, some things here at LoveChirp Entertainment are going to change. In this video, I'll be going over each of the upcoming projects you all have been expecting, and we'll be giving updates on each of them. There won't be any specific order I'm doing these in, so let's just get started. I'll begin by talking about everyone's favorite LoveChirp series for some reason, Care of Gongon. Obviously, the web series will remain cancelled. That series ended over a year ago at this point, and there's no reason to continue it. The team and I love making unique projects and being creative, and making the Care of Gongon series is like the opposite of that. Care of Gongon recently received a remake a couple months ago. To be honest, I only created this to be released on the anniversary of Care of Gongon 2, but it ended up releasing later than that. I didn't think much about creating more chapters afterwards, but the remake was so well received that we decided to remake the second Care of Gongon installment in the form of Care of Gongon Chapter 2. Unfortunately, due to Charqool's major role in development on this game, as well as other reasons, this game will have to be cancelled. This does mean that the Care of Gongon series as a whole will be over with, aside from one project which I'll get into in a moment. Charqool was one of the main musicians behind the game as well as the voice of Talkbox, so it's difficult to continue development without them. Also, we hadn't had much work done on the game in recent times. Like I said before, the team and I really enjoy being creative with games rather than making something so similar to games other people have already released. It's hard to stay motivated to work on something when that project is just somebody else's game with a different coat of paint. Now, to get into that project I mentioned a moment ago, that project is Care of Gongon Last Trip, being developed by Sniker, the mobile porter for both Care of Gongon and Hopper's Hotel. It is a spin-off of Care of Gongon for mobile. If you still aren't satisfied, since there won't be much new content relating to Care of Gongon, I recommend you watch or play the series Care of Verver, if you haven't already. It started out pretty similar to Care of Gongon, but became something unique, and I think you all might like it if you liked Care of Gongon. The games are being developed by Cyrenon and his team. Moving on, I will talk about the Hopper's Hotel series and what will be happening with it. Now I will talk about Hopper's Hotel. For those unaware, Hopper's Hotel is a series developed by us that started its conceptual phase back in 2023 and released a year later in August of 2024. The series had 3 released games, one of which included a special Halloween update. Those games being Hopper's Hotel 2, and Hopper's Holidays. For almost a year now, the community has been patiently awaiting the release of Hopper's Hotel 3. If you have played the games, you would know that Charqool was the voice of Hopper as well as the game's main musician. Because of this, the series in its current form will unfortunately have to be cancelled. This includes the update to Hopper's Hotel, the remaster to Hopper's Hotel 2, and the long-awaited Hopper's Hotel 3. I know, I'm sure you all are upset about this, and I am too. However, I do have good news for you all. We have plans to bring the series back in the future, though it will be remade for obvious reasons. Don't be asking me for this though, as it will definitely be a very long time before this does happen. Next, I will talk about CHORDSTRUCK. I'll be very brief here since nobody really talks about this series and some of you probably don't even know what it is. CHORDSTRUCK is a webcomic written and drawn by myself and it's currently being released. It's currently on its 2nd season and honestly nothing is changing when it comes to the series. It is still being worked on and we have no plans of cancelling it. I will say this though. Don't be surprised if you see Charqool credited for helping with some of the episodes in Season 2. This season has already been written for quite a while and they did help with some story and character design. Moving on, let's talk about Inuyo High. Finally, I'll talk about Inuyo High. For those unaware of what this game is, it's basically like a reboot of Care of Gongon, just made to be its own game instead of taking so much inspiration from Garden of Banban. Characters have been renamed and redesigned, new characters are joining the cast, the story has been completely rewritten, the overall quality is greatly improved from the original series, and it is being released on Steam. It will remain in development as it was before. Other than that, there isn't much to say for this game. We will try and release a new teaser trailer within the next few months, but no promises. I'm sure this video was upsetting for many of you who like our projects, but it was necessary due to what's happened recently. Basically, what you can take from this video is that the only game you should be looking forward to from our team at the moment is Inuyo High. Also, you can look forward to CHORDSTRUCK as usual, if you're interested in comics of course. If you want to support LoveChirp Entertainment, consider leaving a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. Also, it would mean a lot if you wishlisted Inuyo High on Steam, if you have not done so already. That's all. Have a great day, everyone.